Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In this channel I am going to be documenting my personal journey in faith, discipline, trading and personal growth. So the first thing that I want to share with you is my personal philosophy. So the goal is not to make you believe my philosophy, but the goal is for you to make your own philosophy according to your own rules, according to your own values, according to the life that you want to live. So in my philosophy there are 4 pillars. The first pillar, which is God first, the second one, which is exponential mindset, third one, which is modular thinking, and the last one is steady progress. Let's talk about the first pillar, which is God first. In this pillar, I was inspired when I was reading the Bible. In the book of Genesis 1 verse 1, it says that in the beginning God created the heaven and the earth. So for me, it means that before everything else existed, there was God. So in everything that I do, I must put God first. So I always try to make sure that in my life, everything that I do, I have to check that did I put God first. Okay, and then we go to the next pillar, the second pillar, which is exponential mindset. Exponential mindset, this was a lesson that I learned in the Bible. When God was creating, He chose a process. He did not just create instantly, and He was creating using the word of mouth. So He could have created everything in one day, but He chose a process of 7 days and created through a process. And then I learned the lesson of the power of compounding small wins, the power of consistency, the power of showing up every day in everything that I do. God had to show up for 7 days, creating the heavens and the earth and everything that we see today. So in everything that I'll be doing, I have to respect the power of compounding. I have to respect the power of consistency. I have to respect the power of discipline. I have to respect the power of showing up every day and doing the job. So that's why I say exponential mindset. And then we go to the third pillar. The third pillar says that modular thinking. So from this pillar, modular thinking, I've discovered that if I want to live a disciplined life, I have to break down my life into modules or systems that will help me to achieve whatever that I want. So in my life, I have modules in place for me to achieve whatever that I want. So the first module that I have in my life is the spiritual module. The spiritual module, this is where I check or I track progress or processes like, did I go to church? Did I pray today? Did I read my Bible today? Everything that has something to do with my spiritual growth. And then we go to the second module. The second module is the academic module. The academic module, this is where I track processes like my schoolwork. What am I working towards at school? What degree do I want? What certification do I want? Anything that has to do with education or anything that has to do with academics. That is the academic module that I have. And then the third module that I have in place is the physical module. The physical module, this is where I track things like my nutrition. What am I eating? Is what I'm eating healthy? My dieting, as well as like going to gym, as well as like taking care of my own personal growth, of my own personal body. That is the physical module. And then we go to the next module, which is the trading module. Since I am a trader, I am a forex trader, I trade the forex markets. This is where I check my own personal growth as a forex trader. Things like backtesting, these are the processes that I check: back testing, forward testing, journaling, as well as market psychology. I learn all these things inside this module. So I use this module to track my progress in all of these things. And then we go to the last module, which is the mental module. The mental module, this is where I develop my own mental faculties. So this has nothing to do with schoolwork or anything that involves my education, but this is my own personal effort to develop my mind. So this is where I do things like reading books like psychology books, philosophy books, any type of books. For example, recently I was reading Atomic Habits. So these are the modules that I have inside the modular thinking pillar. And then the last pillar that I have is steady progress. So steady progress was a result of a lesson that I learned through trading the financial markets. I learned that growth, during the process of growth, time is the only variable that we cannot control. No matter how much we want to grow up, or no matter whatever we want to achieve, we have to respect time. The time is the only variable that we cannot control. So in whatever that I do, I have to respect process. I have to do my things steady growth. So guys, this is my philosophy, this is my belief system, this is what helped me to be disciplined in my everyday life. So follow my journey, together we can